I have no idea what this game's about, but we'll give it a go. Horace 2.0. Initializing. Shelly, what games do you like to play, though? Forgot to ask. It's a dial-up, man. Taking me back. Taking me back. Oh, this reminds yo, you know, did you guys ever see the movie Bicentennial Man? This is kind of what this reminds me of. In pixel form. I know that's like a stretch, but like the robot build and all that stuff, like the color scheme, and yeah, for sure it reminds me of Bicentennial Man. Okay. Okay, this... Dude, this is pretty close. If you got...
I was born.
Oh, you think
the first people I remember seeing were the old man, the old lady, and their daughter, Heather. After they'd said hello, the old man powered me down so he could install some software.
Been a bit depressed, so I haven't been...
People. The old man didn't give me a silly voice or stupid personality. And the old lady didn't dress me like a clown. Although for some reason, Heather really didn't like me. Once I'd had time to get used to walking, the old man asked me to dash from one end of the room to the other.
Let me read this. Been a bit depressed, so I haven't been able to gaming as much lately. Boneworks and Pavlov, you know, in VR are fun. Binding of Isaac is always good. Well, hopefully I can take your mind off that a little bit by playing some games. I haven't played Pavlov. Pavlov is the VR like Counter-Strike, right? Or kind of Counter-Strike, right? In a way.
Next, the old man spent a couple of hours building some wooden platforms. He said he wanted me to jump up them, but I must admit, I was scared. It wasn't until I saw Heather and her mother happily climbing up them that I decided it might be okay.
Cool. Or you get, if you hold A, you actually go higher. Dude, there's like, actually like little wind effects on his, that's so cool. On his jacket. So it shows motion. That's sweet, man. It's not like static. Look at that. It actually like, that's so dope. I love that stuff. Oh, I was trying to run and jump. Oh, uh-oh. It's pretty much the exact Counter-Strike and VR one-to-one quality. Quality? Yeah, because Counter-Strike's so old. Fair. Fair.
He told me to try to reach the other end of the room without touching the floor. Heather said
quality? Yeah, true.
But when
I like attention to detail.
She just frowned and looked away. The old lady arranged some pillows and blankets. She said it was in case I fell, but I think she just wanted it to look more like lava.
I don't even know what lava is. It's you can tell like they're having fun with this. It's actually funny. That's what games should be about, man. Is just gotta have fun with what you're creating. So that people can have fun with what you created.
The old man just
Very few games do that nowadays.
That'll do for now.
Being bold and venture to be wise. This music like takes me back, man. Oh, oops, my bad.
A couple of
Noms right there.
Lessons. The family had a big meal, and I was introduced to everyone else. The professor was the old man's brother. He was very quiet, and always seemed to just kind of stare at me. He had lived with the old man for 5 years. The house was so huge they barely saw each other. He preferred instead to stay in his room, leaving everything up to his butler, Mr. Deck, as he insisted everyone call him, although the professor always called him Anton. For a while, he called me the yellow bastard, but the old man made him stop, as he thought it sounded racist.
Beat him with the cane, old man.
Was the old man's driver. Before he worked here, he'd gotten in with some bad people and was the driver in a post office robbery.
Wait, what? This game's random as hell.
Mr. Silton showed me a video of his band. I'm sure some people...
This is all over the place.
I just found it terrifying. Then there was Alice. She was the cook. She was a nice old lady. When she was younger, she had been a TV chef. Then, years later, she had a small part in Coronation Street. Mr. Silton said, before she worked for the old man, Alice was quite a hoarder. She kept old newspapers and bicycles. And something about a poo in a shoebox.
Okay.
The next morning, the old
It's actually
man
pretty
gathered
standard
everyone together
AI
to show
research
him what I
practices.
was capable of. What else does he do? Asked Mr. Silton.
Oh, we're
The
getting
old
into
man
Skynet
smiled.
stuff now, shall we?
He can help around the house. Could he help me with my newspaper collecting? Asked Alice. I'm not sure that's a good idea, said the old lady, but he can do all sorts of jobs. Yeah, said Mr. Silton.
I joke, yeah.
He can do Deck's job. Now, said the old man, we have company, pointing to some important-looking people. 2 large men, both called Gary, set up what the old man referred to as lasers. He said again, I should try to get from one end of the room to the other, but I shouldn't be worried, as I had a special chip which meant no matter how damaged I was, I couldn't die. He said
Sweet.
it was like Infinite Lies in a video game. But when he realized
Pillow lava,
I didn't
too.
understand, he said he would explain another time.
And if I can go over here, I can. I'm still in hyper light drifter mode where I'm like, oh, what's over here? Oh, okay. Ah! Just, you know, guys, I was testing it for science. No big deal. I want to know when I'm shooting buckets, man.
Everybody clapped, except the important-looking men. Not exactly a cold,
So
calculated
cold out.
killer, is it? Said the man in black.
We're supposed
The
to
man
be?
in grey laughed. What kind of artificial intelligence was that? He asked. Move right, unless there's something in the way. Okay, said the old man. He turned to me and whispered, they're going to make it quite a bit tougher, but I'm sure you'll be fine.
Probably, sure. the basics down here. Am I supposed to? Yeah, I think I'm supposed to go over here. Is it weird that I'm thinking Donkey Kong when I'm playing this right now? Because of the... Oh, wait. I got this. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Nope. Back to the start. So I'm not timed. Alright, here we go, here we go. This is the second. The second one is the one. Kind of like I gotta hit X to kind of get more momentum. More momentum? More momentum?
The Garys then rearranged the room one last time. The old man smiled. Now, there's no need to look so glum, he said. I'm still happy with everything you've done today. So this time, I was determined to do him proud.
I knew I was gonna get nailed by that. Okay, here we go, here we go. The XA thing is a little tough. It's like I feel like I'm holding X to kind of get the momentum I need. Well, at least we got infinite lives. That's the upside. That was close. Damn. Almost. Just gotta have some patience. Ah! Come on, I know you're... There you go. I can actually stand. I didn't think I could. Okay. Whew. There it is. There it is. Oh, gosh. Oof.
The old
Nice.
man's friends actually seemed quite happy when I made it through. We might have a winner after all,
It was like
said the man
fourth
in black.
time and
It's no
charm.
Killbot 3000, but you can almost see the fire in its eyes. A couple of days later, the old lady said she had a surprise for me, my own room. She also wanted to play me some music. I wasn't sure after what Mr. Silton had shown me.
Drop the beat. Hold on. Where's the other?
As if music wasn't amazing enough, the old lady then bought me a television set. I couldn't believe what I saw. I watched everything I could. Comedy, drama, horror, sci-fi. Anything anyone wanted to watch I would happily watch with them. Then one day, the old man set up a small box. He plugged some cables into the television and said, "This is what I meant when I said video games." I played games at every chance I could.
I like this. This is pretty cool.
I was unstoppable. I had enjoyed music, film, and television. But to me, video games really were the highest art form.
I respect this man. Slash robot. Slash robot man. Android? Table tennis? Nice. Service. What? Yeah, okay. We're alright, we got aced 3 times in a row. I don't want to talk about it, guys. That doesn't count. That's the first set out of like 25. Come on. Aha! shit. I beat this guy. Okay, here we go. Eventually, oh, okay. I was never good at Pong, okay? Not my game. 1 to 24. Trying to like bank it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh! Now he's getting crazy. Yeah. Like floating between using the joystick. They put some power on this thing, man. There it is. What? I want his speed. There it is. This is the game, guys. This is the one. I gotta...
Hey, thanks for the follow. You just joined THB Nation.
Shelly, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to THB Nation. Thank you very much. Hopefully you enjoy your time here. See, that's what we gotta do. We just had to pause the game so that the AI couldn't figure out how to beat us. No looker. That was the no looker.
Heather's birthday was a couple of months later. Her mum and dad had bought her a camera and arranged a day out by the sea so that Heather could take some photos. Although I
a
really
bit longer, but I'm gonna let Kobe.
pictures.
Thanks, Shelly. Appreciate the follow and thank you very much.
The professor, if he wanted to go, he frowned.
I like that lurk emote, by the way.
If you want to spend time with that thing, it could.
That's a good one.
The world.
All those emotes are actually pretty dope.
What he meant, but the old man just smiled and said, "That's what you said about the Game Boy." Anton, how about you? I don't think so, said Mr. Deck. The last time I got in that car, Barry crashed us into a branch of Woolworths. I never would have gone into Woolworths of my own accord. The old man explained that the car was old and the brakes had failed, but Mr. Deck was having none of it. So Mr. Silton drove, and Alice came along for the fresh air. I enjoyed being outside. Although, the old lady kept telling me to be careful of the rickety old walkways. It felt like she was telling me off, but I think she was just concerned.
Oh, maybe that's where he gets the hat from.
Stood on the cliff tops. I could see something in the
Old man.
I wasn't sure what it was, so I asked the old man. He said it was a battleship that had sunk in the 1940s. But he looked so sad when he spoke about war. I didn't see what happened, but the metal platform Heather was climbing on had collapsed.
Oh, wow.
She was safe, even if the rocks she was on looked very dangerous. The tide was rising, and we didn't know how long the Coast Guard was going to be, so I offered to climb down and get her. The old man agreed, but said I should be careful, as Heather doesn't have infinite lives, like I do.
Okay, those fall away. Got it. Got it. Those fall away. Ow! I jumped. Let the record show I jumped. Oh, whew. That was close. No! I goofed up. I goofed up. Man, I can't imagine people trying to speedrun this. They're beasts. No! It's because I keep trying to press X and A at the same time for momentum. Go! Go, baby, go! There we go. Dude. There we go. It is. Just gotta get used to it. That's all. I just gotta get used to it. There it is. Alright. Okay. First level. Got her.
And her leg was broken.
Ooh.
So I picked her up as gently as I could. I decided it would be best if I didn't run the rest of the way.
Got precious cargo here. We can't, can't screw it up. I had to concentrate there for a second. There it is.
An ambulance
First try.
by the time I had made it back to the cliff top. The medics.
That was Natalia from GoldenEye, though. That would have been a different story.
Her off to hospital.
Everybody
A few
remembers
days
that one.
later, we
That lady.
went to see how she was doing. She was fine, but would have to wear the cast for a couple of months.
I like the subtitles. Smaller font and eligible. That was good. That was a good one. That guy looks like, what's the game that dude looks like he's from? It's a it's a lawyer game, right?
Once Heather got to know me, we became good
I think.
friends. We enjoyed the same films and TV. She was also annoyingly good at some of my favorite games. After a while, she became very interested in how I worked. Soon she knew as much about me as the old man did, if not more.
Getting a tune-up.
We spent the next couple of months visiting other countries, as when it came to teaching me things, the old man always liked to pick interesting locations.
Are we Everest right now? What the heck?
He had explained the basics of mathematics to me at the Great Pyramid of Egypt.
In Egypt, okay.
Taught me
Don't
his
ask
style
questions.
at night,
It's a video game.
surrounded by mysterious giant stones,
Stonehenge. Henge?
and even showed me science in action high up in a hot air balloon. This is why I was surprised when the old man took me to a restaurant. It was nice, but it seemed very somber compared to the previous grand locations. He said he just wanted to chat, and this was nice and quiet. Plus it was his favorite place to eat. We talked about life, the universe, Douglas Adams, everything really. When I asked him why were we here, why did we exist, he just smiled and said, life is like a game, just don't expect to be finished anytime soon. When I looked puzzled,
Feels.
he said, well, everyone should have a purpose. So I asked him, what's my purpose? He thought for a bit, then said, so you want to be a real boy? Which just confused me even more.
Pinocchio
Eventually,
reference.
the old man said, for now, I want you to help clean things around the house. I must have looked unimpressed. as he then said, "Okay. I want you to clean 1,000,000 things." It didn't sound like the meaning of life, but I suppose you've got to start somewhere.
1,000,000 things. This is a low ballpark number there. A man can't have everything. Where would he put it? Terrence Allen Spike.
The next day,
Milligan.
the old man said he wanted to install some more software, so he powered me down. When I came to, he said Mr. Silton had a joke for me, and that I should pull his finger. I don't think I got the joke. So the old man powered me down again. This time when I pulled Mr. Silton's finger, I got the joke. But it wasn't very funny. The old man,
I guess he can smell
that.
then. It makes no sense.
Chip which allowed me to clean away anything that was broken. He said it also tells me how many things are nearby, and how many smaller things are in a bigger thing. It all sounded very complicated, but he said all I really had to do was pause, and it would bring up all the information I needed. He then said he wanted me to find and clean all of the items in the room. He told me there would be some chains to climb, but that would be nice.
Oh, so now we
easy,
can climb.
as
Sweet.
I just had to press up. He then finished by saying, when I had collected all the items, I should come back here.
And junk collected. What am I? Oh, I just gotta collect everything, huh? 24 junk combo. $17 junk combo. Give me that. Give me that. Bum, 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 bum. Hold on. How much do I need to grab? I don't even know. Can't stop, won't stop. Wait. Oh, I see. You gotta like go down, jump. Ah, I got it. Okay. Okay, no I don't. Maybe I do. Like this? Nope. One more time. There it is. That one's gonna be tough to make. Okay. Yeah, the XA thing is gonna definitely get me into trouble in this game. I have a feeling. Oh, you can kind of swing. That's cool. One, and then it's like that, and like that, and good to go. Jump back up here. There we go. How did I not? Just completely spaced on that. Okay, hang on. Let's go do this one first, because I know that's gonna give me the most grief. There we go. And the hard part's over. Sweet. All junk cleared. Oh, that was it? Oh, it actually saved it from last time. Oh, okay, cool.
The old man then asked
Nice.
the old lady Heather and I to follow him outside. I was happy too, as it was a lovely hot day. The old man said he was worried that Alice had been hoarding again. She had filled up a small barn with old bicycles and newspapers. Heather said this would be a perfect chance to properly test my new powers. The old man thought for a second, then said, using the steptoe chip, I should find and clean at least 300 things. When we explained to Alice what we wanted to do, she seemed scared. But after the old lady kindly explained that, well, the barn was starting to smell, she said it would be okay. One last thing, said the old man. If you want to use a door, just push up. When I was about to enter the old barn, Mr. Silver
Learning
said
all
he
the,
had seen some mushrooms
the
growing
commands here.
inside. He asked me to give him any that I found. He then winked, but I wasn't sure why.